So you can see that I'm at the outdoor gym and you're thinking it's gonna be an exercise video. Wrong! Hello my beautiful subscribers, Rasa the dancer is here. First and foremost, I want to apologize if the sound is going to be bad. I am on the outdoor gym and it's a spontaneous video. So if the sound is bad, forgive me, there's no other way to deal with it right now. But I was inspired to make this video and I thought, you know what, I'll just do it and hopefully my subscribers will appreciate the content and the message behind it rather than the sound. Hopefully that's the case. So what is this video about? I'm on the outdoor gym here and the reason for it is basically I have nowhere else to be at the moment. I have some renovations done in my house. My boiler broke, so I need to change it into a new one, and I've been having a horrific experience with changing the boiler, and the people who are doing it is they're doing a very horrible job. It's delaying from 2 days work to like a whole week now. They're ruining my walls, they're ruining my floor, and of course I'm dealing with it, but I'm just going a little bit insane. And now they are continuing to fix it as we speak. So I went to this outdoor gym and I got inspired to make this video. So I'm going to talk about mental health a little bit, and when you struggle with mental health, what kind of things really help me to power through and make it a little bit easier for me to survive those moments, because I know they'll pass, but you have to kind of survive them and still, you know, feel like you're doing okay in life even when it's really, really bad. So this video is about how to help you to go through the really, really tough times and look after your mental health. So number one, we know that dancing and exercising, it helps us to go through tough times, no matter what. If you're going through a breakup, if something's going wrong with renovations in your house, if you lose somebody, anytime you feel really, really sad, if you just take that first step and you try to whether practice your dance or you actually exercise, immediately, it's scientific at this point. We know the science, it helps you to change your mood, to change the chemistry in your brain, to actually feel a little bit better. Maybe not for a long term, but for a period of time where whilst you're feeling better, you can achieve some other things as well. Now, the point of it is all, usually a lot of people say, oh, I have no conditions of where I could exercise or like where I could dance. I have no space in my house to exercise. I have no money for gym. So this is my first point and why I'm making this video. I found an outdoor gym somewhere like 15 minutes walk from my house, maybe a bit closer. And if I wouldn't have found this gym, I would have gone to a park. If there wouldn't have been a park, I would have found an alleyway. But I would still make sure I dance or work out even when things are going awry, and especially when things are going really, really bad. But you have to just kind of commit to it. And for me, that's kind of when everything is falling down and it seems like there's no way out, at least I know I can exercise and dance. You know, this one constant thing that I can still do. You know, my body's working and I can still do that. And I promise you, if you take that first step, no excuses that you have no space, making the situation, no matter what, today I'm gonna exercise or I'm gonna dance. So I truly believe if you take that step, mentally you will feel like you accomplished something. Physically, your chemistry gonna be changing, so you're definitely gonna feel better. So that's already a huge, huge positive thing when everything else is very negative. Number two, know your strength and your weaknesses, okay? In terms of your mental health, know what are your triggers. Like some of us can handle some things better than other things. Like if some of my girlfriends, if they are, you know, breaking up with a boyfriend, they're devastated, which I, for example, if I break up with somebody, I'm in pain, but I know how to cope with it. But then at the same time, if something's happening in my house like this, these are my triggers, like, because it's like completely out of my control, and it's like it affects me so much mentally, where I could from anger cry. And so that's my weakness. And of course, in the meantime, as I'm processing and trying to deal with it and not react to it, as much as I do, the point is that's my weakness. So know your weaknesses and know your strength, because if I would have just admitted to myself that I have a weakness in terms of house, the way it's fixed. I had many different bad experiences, so I'm triggered constantly. I would have chosen to deal with completely different. I would have left the house. I would have let somebody else, I would have paid extra money to let somebody else to come in and look after about what is going on. And I would have not dealt with it at all. I would just come back, and then however it is, it is. But no, I wanted to save money. I wanted to deal with it myself. And in the end of the day, now I am on the verge of breakdown. And I knew that that's my weakness. I've been through it so many times. So now I know for a fact, next time anything big that is happening with my house, I'm going to leave my house. I'm going to leave somebody in it to make sure I pay them and they look after whatever's going on. And I will have no communication, and I'll deal with it absolutely in no way, because I know I'm not ready for it. Like mentally, I can't. I need to heal first from previous traumas and learn how to deal with it without it affecting me so much. But in the meantime, I know my weakness and I know the strategy for the next time. And finally, what is important is when you already know that you are in a situation where mentally you could flip anytime, you're already there, then you have to immediately remember that you come first and you don't know anybody, anything. Because your mental health is the number one. I don't care about anything else, it's your number one. Without this, there is nothing else, okay? So if you already feel like that's it, I am in the stage where I could lose it anytime, you don't owe anything to anybody. You don't owe an explanation. You don't owe when people ask, oh, so what happened? You can be as rude or as distant or whatever you need, but you need space and time for yourself. Of course, it would be good if you wouldn't be rude and you would explain to people, listen, I need some space. I don't want to talk about it right now, right? But some people are really like in your face, and they find manipulative ways to make you feel like you need to give them an explanation, or that you need to call them back, or you need to keep up with this or what. You don't. You're at the point where you are the priority and you need to do whatever it takes for you. To some people, it is talking to other people. And to some people, it is taking a step back and having a moment of silence where you can deal and process and kind of breathe through it and be ready to come out. So whatever that is, just know you are the priority and you don't owe anybody anything. You're going through something, it might take a moment, but you got to take that time. Otherwise, you're going to lash out anyway. You're going to make bad decisions. You're going to hurt people along the way anyway. So now take a step back, think about what you need to process this information and come out nice and strong and be ready to communicate that to others. Thank you guys for watching. I know this is our dance channel and we talk usually about dance related things, but this for me, it helps. So if you've listened through it and you were not put off by the sound or something, I really appreciate it, because at this point, guys, you watching this video, you are helping me, because it has been a good release for me having this conversation with you, and maybe it will help somebody else as well. So thank you very much. Leave a comment, guys, if you have been through something that made you sit down like this, like I am in the middle of nowhere, and think about your life. Guys, thank you so much. I promise we're gonna be back on dancing videos very soon. But now, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you soon.